Okay, continuing synthetic division. We want to look and make sure that our restrictions hold. In this case, our restrictions the two restrictions are that this is a binomial and the coefficient of x is 1. So far that's good. So I'm going to take this, x plus 5, set it equal to 0, so x equals negative 5. That's what I'm going to place in my special little box over here. So I have negative 5 in my little backward box. Check it over here, x to the 3, x to the 2, x to the 1, and constant. I have everything. Bring down your coefficients. The coefficient here is 1, 7, 12, negative 3. 1, 7, 12, negative 3. Skip a line, draw a line. We're going to bring this first term down. Bring this down to 1. Multiply, combine. Multiply, combine. So negative 5 times 1 is negative 5. Combine the 2, that leaves 2. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. Combine these 2, and that leaves 2. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. Combine these 2, and that leaves negative 13. So this is my remainder over x plus 5. This is my constant, 2. This is constant, x to the 1, x to the 2. So this would be a positive and this would be a positive. So to rewrite that problem, I would have x squared plus 2x plus 2 minus 13 over x plus 5. This is my answer right here. To check that, I would plug negative 5 back up to the top, and it would look like this. Negative 5 cubed plus 7 times negative 5 squared plus 12 times negative 5 minus 3, and it's going to give me negative 13 if my answer is correct. But don't forget to put your negative in parentheses. Number 2. On number 2, I have x to the 4, x to the 3, x to the 2. I'm missing x to the 1, so I need to be careful there. My divisor is a binomial with a coefficient of x being 1. So x minus 4 is equal to 0. X equals to 4. That's what I'm looking for right there to use. So I put 4 in my backward box, and I look at my coefficient. 2, negative 5, negative 13, 0, 16. X to the 4, x to the 3, x to the 2, x to the 1, and then 16. Skip a line, draw a line, bring them down. Multiply, combine. Multiply, combine. 4 times 2 is 8. Combined with negative 5 is a positive 3. 4 times 3 is 12. Combined with negative 13 is negative 1. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. Combined with 0 is negative 4. 4 times negative 4 is negative 16. Combined with 16 is 0. So this is my remainder, so I have no remainder. My constant, x to the 1, x to the 2, x to the 3. So my answer is 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus x minus 4. This polynomial is my answer. I can plug back in 4 up to each one of these. When I get that final answer, the final answer will be 0. Number 3, I'm checking my divisor. It's a binomial, coefficient of 1. X to the 3, x to the 2, x to the 1 constant. Everything is there. So let's set it up. I have x plus 1, set that equal to 0. X equals negative 1. Negative 1 is what I'll use. So I have negative 1 divided into. Coefficients are 1, negative 2, negative 13, negative 10. Skip a line, draw a line, bring down the 1. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. Add them up, negative 3. Negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3. Add them up, negative 10. Negative 1 times negative 10 is a positive 10. Add them up, that's 0. So this is my remainder, my constant, then x to the 1, x to the 2. So I'm going to write my answer as x squared minus 3x minus 10, and I don't have a remainder, so this trinomial is my answer. One of the ways that I also remember this, when I was a little girl, I would go to the store and I would buy me an RC Cola and a moon pie. And I've always remembered that this is RC for RC Cola, and I'm just starting at the right and I'm going back and I'm building my way up. However you remember it, it's also 1 less than what you start with, that x squared. You can remember it like that, and then just come down, and at the end you're going to see that you have no remainder. But again, I can check this by taking -1, whatever I've used here, -1, and plugging it back up into the top up here. And that would be -1 cubed minus 2 times -1 squared minus 13 times -1 minus 10. When I find that answer, it's going to be 0. Remember to keep your negative in parentheses. Synthetic division.